Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today is going to be the greatest day of your life. A new report says 1 in 5 workers globally are loud quitting. Now, what's behind this trend? This new phenomenon follows a surge of workers who were practicing quiet quitting. And as you know, quiet quitting became a phenomenon following the pandemic, right? And as a business owner, we suffered from a little bit of quiet quitting. I don't think that there's anything you can do to mitigate that circumstance with some people. And we do have a changing of the guard going on right now in corporate America. There's a generational change. We have a lot of retirees and a lot of young people who are moving into executive C-level positions, making organizational changes that may or may not be popular among employees. And then we see trends such as this make themselves readily apparent. Now, with quiet quitting, which was, primarily something that was especially popular among Gen Z workers, was something where workers would just put in less and less effort into their work as a way of silently rebelling and mentally checking out before they actually quit. Now, according to a new Gallup poll, many workers are now going the opposite direction and opting for loud quitting, which means they are actively disengaged on the job and not exactly hiding it. This Gallup poll, the 2023 State of the Global Workplace Report, examined data from over 122,416 workers and found that nearly 18% of employees around the world, about 1 in 5, are currently in the process of loud quitting. Now, these employees take actions that directly harm the organization, undercutting its goals and opposing its leaders. At some point along the way, the trust between employee and employer here has been severely broken, in my opinion. Or the employee has woefully been mismatched in a role, and that's caused a crisis for them, a mental health crisis where they feel the need to act out. Unsurprisingly, the same data showed that nearly 59% of employees are still in the process of quiet quitting. Quiet quitting is what happens when someone psychologically disengages from work. They may be physically present or logged into their computer, but they don't know what to do or why it matters. And they also don't have any supportive bonds with their coworkers, boss, or their organization. Now, these are some of the repercussions that we are possibly seeing as a result of work from home or remote working. It can be lonely working from home, and without that constant ability to be in contact with our coworkers and with our team members, we can feel a little lonely, right? And over time, that loneliness can translate into needing to make a change. Now, you know me, I'm all for change, and I support you 100%. And if you want to make a change in your job role and go work for another employer where you think you're going to have greater opportunities and better benefits to support you and your family, I think you should do it. I do 100% completely disagree with either of these trends. Most importantly, I disagree with loud quitting. I think it is immature to take action against your employer who's providing you benefits and pay and an opportunity for you to have growth, hopefully. And I just recommend against doing negative things, because here's the deal. You move on, but now you've impacted your employer's ability to maintain employment, payment, and benefits for the employees you're leaving behind, and possibly for some of your friends that you're leaving behind. The way to handle this, friends, is to turn in a professional letter of resignation to your boss, and it really doesn't have to go much farther than that. At that point in time, you and your boss can decide on the last day for you a transition of your activities to another employee or maybe to a new hire, and give your employer all of the benefits that they deserve, regardless of how disgruntled you are or where your relationship is with your employer. I recommend doing things the right way, okay? and I hope you do. Because, the same data found that employee engagement has up to 3.8 times as much influence on an employee's level of stress than a work location does. So maybe it's not the remote work. Maybe if you have a bunch of remote employees, as an employer, you need to find different ways to stay engaged with your remote employees. I mean, it sounds like that's what needs to happen here. And what this means is that even when working remotely, employers need to have a strong and active relationship with those remote team members. And that's going to be crucial to those employees' happiness. Now, according to Gallup, the majority of quiet quitters, 41%, say that in order to improve their efforts on the job, they would like to see a change in team engagement and company culture. Now, lucky for you, I did a video just a few days ago, it was earlier this week, on company culture in business acquisition. And it's the way that our Vandergraph corporate umbrella, our organization, defines culture in new businesses that we acquire and within our existing infrastructure as well. It's how we maintain such a high success rate and all of the analysis that is done across our organizational footing. So I recommend, as a manager, going back, looking at that video, check it out. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to help. I think that we're going to see more of this loud quitting in the news, and I just don't know where it'll go, but I completely disagree with it. I just wanted to give you a little bit more information so you understood what it actually is. And that's the only point of this post. Please do things the right way, okay? Please turn in a letter of resignation. Please don't take negative action towards your employer or towards anybody. Listen, you're a good person and you have a lot of good things about you and you have an incredible ability to accomplish amazing things. We're going to keep working together until we decide to quit, and you're going to achieve many goals within our time frame, within our interaction, okay? And I know you are fantastic and wonderful. I believe in you. I care about you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will follow up with you tomorrow with a new post. Have a great day, friends. Take care.